I hope you're doing great today. It's a beautiful day out here in Southern California. It's very overcast. I went out early this morning trying to get myself fit and healthy and stronger as well, because everyday life may throw you different demands. So I've got to make sure that I stay at the highest level of my health as I can. And it's always worked. There's no such thing as it just happens. But I found that if you put the work in, and you guys know this, you've lived such an amazing life to be where you are today, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be there today. And so, we understand you put the work in, and sometimes it takes longer to get the results, but eventually the results will come. There's no replacement for doing the work, the discipline to do the work, and the passion to do the work. So if you're finding one area isn't really successful for you, or you're struggling, commit to yourself. And that's really my talk for today. It's amazing how we sit back as a individual and don't recognize our own value. See, every single one of you that's watching this, and I don't know, whether you're seeing this live or whether you're going to see this later on YouTube, but every single one of you has the ability and opportunity to inspire others. See, there's always someone in a slightly worse position than you are that looks at you and goes, oh, I wish I had their life. Well, nobody understands the life we're living because it always seems like the glamour. Nobody sees the suffering to the level that sometimes it comes to. But when they look at you and admire you, you have the opportunity to inspire people. And that means tapping into who you are, into your heart, into your character. And what I'd love for you over the next week, before next Tuesday, is to look at people and see who you can help, see who you can inspire, share your story. Sometimes it's people that are less fortunate than us that we think are further ahead in our perception of life, and yet they're reaching out and admiring you. So again, don't underestimate who you are. Enhance everything that you were born to be and everything, because there's people that reach out to me. For example, I heard from Pat this morning, and hi Pat if you're there. And she is getting, feeling back in her legs again, or in her left leg. It's something she's had a problem. The doctors are noting a difference, and it's because she's doing the work, and that inspires me. I'm pretty confident that if we went out for a running race, I would probably win. So it's not about being first. It's about having the character to take action. And that's what I really wanted to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, today, is you're so much better than you even realize you are. You're an inspiration. And the things that you do is not about where you finish. It's about where you start and the commitment you make. So find someone to inspire, help change their lives, because you all have the power to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to jump on and get going. It's time to work out today. Be an inspiration. Be proud of the work you're going to do. And I know together we're going to continue getting better. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. Very simple. I'm going to move this a little bit closer today. Very simple exercise to start with. All I want you to do is just slowly, and look how slow I'm going. Slowly lift your foot. The reason we're doing this is I want you to engage very simply on the feeling of your foot on the ground, and you're actually balancing. As you lift one leg up, you're actually balancing the other leg. There you go. Good. Just nice and easy. Good, and come and stand still. Now what I want you to do is just roll your knees. Your feet stay on the ground, and you're just rolling your knees where I feel the pressure on my big toe, my little toe, but your feet aren't leaving the ground. It's a real small movement. And what we're doing with this movement is we're really lubricating up the hip, learning to get the hip to move without a dynamic movement. We're also getting the knees, because my knees are slightly bent, so make sure you keep those knees bent. We're also getting the knees just have a little flex. You'll notice in your ankles, because you're just rolling your feet from the inside when your knees are close to the outside without your foot leaving the ground, we're also getting the ankles involved, and we're also getting the toes involved, because you'll begin to feel how those toes, they're moving across from the inside to the outside, from the inside to the outside. Good, and come and stand still. Now just shake those legs just a little bit, because you will have found by doing that you're actually having what's the right word? You're actually engaging the muscles and they're having to work to get that rotation going. Good. So I'm going to turn the board sideways just so you can see. I'm just going to go to here. All I'm going to do is tap behind the number 1, tap behind the number 2 and down. Tap behind the number 1, tap behind the number 2 and down. So I'm going to turn back to the front. Are you ready? Here we go. So just tap the back of the board. 1, 2, down. Left foot. 1. And take a look down at the board if you need to, just so you can see. And all we've got is the slightest movement of forward, slightly to the side and down. Forward, slightly to the side and down. Now the beauty of this exercise is really the balance you've got on the leg that is staying on the ground, that as I move my other leg, which changes my center, you'll feel you slightly lean more, that you're able to control, and you'll feel the pressure in your feet. When I say the feet, you'll notice the difference as you go wider, how you'll feel a little bit more on your little toe, but you're building that strength. There you go. Last one each side. Good. Now we can do the same thing on the top of the board. Are you ready? So you go 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. I want you to go slow. I know you could go faster, but we're really working on control of balance rather than speed of movement. So as I go, now as we do this, I want you to think of lifting your knee now a little higher. So go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And we go again. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and down. Now, rest for a second. We're going to increase this right now, where we're going to change it. We're going to put the 2 moves together. So 1 back of the board, 2 back of the board, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so now join in. We're going to start with the right foot. So it's small movement. Back of the board 1, back of the board 2, up 1, up 2, up, down. Now let's go to the left side. Back of the board 1, back of the board 2, up 1, up 2, up, down. Here we go again. 1 back, 2 back, up 1, up 2, up, down. And we go again. Back of the board 1, back of the board 2, up 1, up 2, and down. Very good. Now, one thing that I just noticed as I'm looking at the video, I didn't put my gloves on. So today, I'm not going to use the gloves. I don't want to slow us down while I put them on. So the next thing I want you to do is now I want you to step your right foot on number 2 and just feel the pressure. Just feel the pressure. So you're going to stay in this position, and when I say go, you're going to stand and lift your left knee. You ready? And lift up and down. Now, the reason I want you to be stationary here is I want you to feel the muscle engaging. Feel your strength, your balance, and go. You lift up, you come back down. Last one. Put the weight on your right leg. You're here balanced. Now lift up, down, and step back off. Let's go to the left leg. Left foot goes on. Put the weight on the left leg and stay there. I want you to feel solid. Feel that muscle. Feel your body. Feel your core nice and strong. Are you ready? And go. You lift up and you balance. Now bring it back down. Put the weight on your left leg. Make sure it's solid. You can feel it. Now lift up and back down. Last one. Feel the strength in that leg. Feel solid. Even try taking your hands off. In here and go. We're up and we're down. Good. So now what I want you to do is shake your legs out. We're going to go back. Now we're going to add something to this, but we're going to go just a little faster. So watch one time. We're going to step, lift, step, bring it back. So again, you're going to bring this leg behind you, and you notice I'm slightly crossing over. Watch one more time. Up, lift, down, back. Up, lift. It's almost like the Charleston type of move. Are you ready? Here we go. Right leg, push the board to the ground. Right, lift, left, down, behind. Right, lift, down, behind. Right, lift, down, behind. Right, lift, down, and come back. Now we're going to the left leg. Left leg on number 2, lift, down, behind. Up, lift, down, behind. Up, lift, down, behind. Up, lift, down to the side. So now we're going to go back and we're going to do both right and left. And instead on the last one, instead of going behind, we're going to bring it and go straight to the other side. So we begin to get some fluidity that as we move, and I'm going to go a little slower in here so you can follow, but I want to go nice in here and keep the movement going from right, 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 right to left, 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 left without a break. Are you ready? 4 times on the right. Here we go. 1, down, behind. 2, lift, down, behind. 3, lift, down, behind. Now remember on this one, come side, side. Now switch, left, up, down, behind. Lift, up, down, behind. Lift, up, down, behind. Now come side to side. We're going to go to the right and right, lift, down, behind. Right, lift, down, behind. Right, lift, down, behind. Last one, go side to side here and side. Now left, lift, down. This is the last one. If you want to extend it out, take that foot even further behind and feel how strong that right leg is. Last one, and side to side with the feet. Good, very good. Shake those legs out. Get a quick drink of water. Last exercise program, I forgot to drink water, so I'm going to do it a little bit more today. Where did I put my water? I don't think I put my water. Hang on. I got it. Okay. I had my mother telling me off for not having my water now. Okay. So the next thing I want you to do is step your right foot on number 2. All you're going to do is step your foot on number 3 and then down. And then 2 and then down. And then 1 and down. And then we go 2 and down, down. We'll bring our feet back and then go to the other side. Are you ready? Put your right foot on 2. Now push 3 and behind. And 2 and behind. And 1 and behind. Then go to 2 and bring both feet back. Now we're going to go to the other side. Put your left foot on 2 and 3 and behind. And 2 and behind. And 1 and behind. Now 2 and change feet. Are you ready? Here we go again. Now put your right foot up onto the number 2 and push. 3 and behind. And 2 and behind. Now what you're really working in here is the ability of your right leg to maintain your strength and balance while the other foot's moving. Let's change. Now take your left foot, put it on number 2. Now go to 3. Now stay solid on the left leg. Now go to 2. Stay solid on the left leg. Go to number 1. Stay solid on the left leg. Now go to number 2 and come back to the ground. Last time, put your right foot up. Here we go. 3 and behind. So you're coming from different angles, but you're always solid on one leg. If we can be solid on one leg, now number 2 and come behind. If you can be solid on one leg, put left foot up on 2. Imagine how solid you're going to be if you begin to feel off balance. One leg is really strong to support the whole movement of your body. Excellent, great job. And now bring them both behind. Okay, I love that. What we're going to do now is we're going to build on that one. Put your right foot up on number 2. You can go do this with me right away. Go on to number 3. Now find your balance. Good. Now take the left foot behind. Go to number 2 and find your balance. Put your leg behind. Go to number 1. Find your balance. Not easy. And then put your leg behind. Come back to 2 and 2 and find your balance. Awesome. Now, step back down off of the board. Now, put your left foot up on number 2. Go to number 3 and find your balance. Again, this is all about finding your balance in here. Good. Take your right leg behind. Now bring it to number 2. And how quick can you find your balance? Remember to really focus and feel, really feel. Now, push down with the left, take your right foot behind, put it on number 1. Find that balance. Good. And put your right leg behind. Now bring it to 2 and find that balance straight away. Your legs should be very slightly bent. Good. And step back off of the board. One more time. Put your right foot on number 2. We're going to do this a little bit quicker now. Find your balance as quick as you can. Good. Step behind. Come to number 2. Find your balance as quick as you can. Awesome. Step behind. Put your left foot on number 1. Find your balance as soon as you can. Good. Step behind. Left foot goes to number 2. Find it as quick as you can. Good. And step back off of the board. Your left foot's going to come back up to number 2. Right foot goes to number 3. Find your balance as quick as you can. Bend both knees. Excellent. Step back. Now bring your right foot to number 2. Find that balance. And look, if you're not able to find your balance really quickly, don't worry. It's not finding your balance that this work is about. It's about your brain and your body being connected to feel what's happening. So you will get better because the brain will figure things out quicker, and that makes you better for real life activities. Good. And come back and step on the ground. Good. Get a quick another drink of water. I'm showing up. I've got my water here now, so I want to get more water. That was funny because I went and prepared my water knowing that I had to drink. Because last class I got so into it I forgot. I don't even bring it out from the kitchen. Okay, next up. What we're going to do, we're going to step on number 2 and number 2 and just rock side to side. This is just a little relaxing. I would love you to do this exercise at nighttime watching TV. Or, you know, something that you can do where you don't have to hold something. But again, just doing this while you're watching TV at night and forgetting that you're rocking because you're interested in the TV show. So your brain is subliminally working on pressure points and movement without you even thinking about it because your mind is on the show and your brain is sending messages and your body's reacting. Okay, what I want you to do now is find your balance. Good. Now, everyone that's done this with me before understands this one, but stay where you are. I'm going to turn the board sideways so you can see. We're going to go into little squats. We want to build the leg strength. So from here, the first thing that happens is your butt goes backwards. Then, you then bend your knees. And then you'll stand back up straight. Then your butt will go out, you'll bend your knees, and you'll stand back up again. So we make sure, this is huge. When people do squats, sometimes they'll do this, and you'll notice how the knees go forward. You'll put extra pressure on your knees, you won't be as strong, and you're not building the muscles, you're actually stressing the knee joint. So again, make sure that butt goes out. Here we go, you ready? We're gonna do 6 of these. Try and keep that balance. Butt goes out, and down, hold, hold, and up. That's 1. Butt goes out, down, hold, hold, and up. That's 2. And again, butt goes out, down, hold, hold, and that's 3. And again, butt goes out, down, hold, hold, stand up. Last one, that's 4. That's 4. I think we've got 2 to go. Out, down, hold, hold, up. That may have been 6. We're going to do 1 more anyway. Butt goes out, bend your knees, hold, hold, and up. Good. All I want you to do now is just rock side to side. And as you rock, pick up the heel of the foot that's not pushing down. So if I did it from the side, you'll see this motion going on, right? I'm going to try and exaggerate it. And to do this, especially if you have neuropathy, think of pushing the knee forward, but keeping the toes on the ground. Don't think about bending the foot. The foot will naturally bend if you try and keep the toes on the ground. Excellent. So what we did there was we're beginning to strengthen those thighs to get out of a chair, to get up and down stairs, to walk. We're adding strength, and strength is stamina. What I want you to do is bring your feet now to one-on-one. And I hope you're enjoying this. I'm really focused today because I really want to teach. And you'll notice I'm not laughing around or making so many jokes. This is, again, the beginning of a workout week, and I got some exciting news for you as well. Okay, good. All I want you to do here is now push your hip. The hip will force the board to rock. What we're doing is we're stretching the hip that we're pushing against. So just push. You'll notice one knee will bend and one knee will kind of stay straight. So as we push, and we're just in here just stretching that hip. Now what I want you to do is bend both knees and think of pushing the knees sideways. If I did it sideways, you'd notice this happening. My knees are going side to side. I'm still moving my hips, but my knees are together and I'm just pushing side to side in there. There you go. Just nice and easy, almost like a skiing motion. And you're pushing down and strength and strength. And what we're doing is we're adding a little strength both to the hips to be able to react to a knee bend, and we're working on those knee strengthenings. So now what I want to do, because we want to work again on the knee strengthening, now what I want you to do is stand, find your balance on one and one. And what I want you to do is think of tightening every muscle from your core to your butt, to your thighs, to your calves by pushing your toes into the board, and tighten everything up. Squeeze and relax. And again, squeeze all those muscles, squeeze them as tight as you can and relax. One way to think of doing, and I want to strengthen around the knees, is think of straightening those legs and squeezing your thigh muscles as tight as you can and feeling how tight the muscles are just above the knee. Good, and relax and rest. I was going to say relax and rest. I said relax. I don't know what I said. Okay, here we go. Now bend the knees a little bit. Now straighten and squeeze all the muscles. Now to tighten your ab muscles, and bend the knees and tighten, blow out. And bend your knees and tighten and blow out. And bend your knees and tighten. And last one, bend your knees and tighten. There you go, good. Move your feet back to 2 and 2 and just rock side to side. I hope you're doing, I'm sure you're doing great. Again, this is just feeding the muscles getting going, and the beautiful thing about this workout is everything is about the brain. You can't not think. If you don't think, you won't have the reaction of the body. You won't be able to balance by not thinking. So you're teaching your brain and getting stamina in the brain to continue to fill the body for longer as you're continuing to build that connection to feel faster. Remember, everything in these workouts is about the feel, not about the doing. If you just do it without feeling it, you may not be able to repeat it, but if you feel it, it will become second nature. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to push down with your right foot and just step sideways off of the board. If you notice, my right foot is forward, and I'm just gonna step up and push. I'm gonna step, cross my foot over, and what we're working on here is the ability to go from an angle and step up onto a sidewalk, or from an angle and step up onto a stairs, or come from an angle and just change direction I'm turning. Here we go. Down and push, and down and push. Now I want you to really focus on the right leg. Feel when you're slightly turned that you push up and then you're centered. I'm twisted slightly, I push up, and I'm centered. It's a small movement, and only go as far as you feel comfortable. Good, stay here. Now take the right leg slightly behind. So I go to here, and then I step up, and I go to here, and I step up. Hopefully you can see the red and blue shoes in here. There you go. The red is the right foot, and the left is the blue shoe. I'm going to just see if I can do one thing when we break, just so that I can, let's go one more on this side. There you go. And come back. Now, stay there. Now, what I want you to do is find your balance. See if you can find your balance. I'm going to change one thing really quickly. That should be it. It's not really any better. Good. So you got that balance. Now what do we do? Lift your knee and touch. Lift your knee and touch. We're beginning to warm up now for the next part where we start increasing the speed and intensity of the exercises. But if you want to stay going slow, you stay going slow. Okay, here we want to go. Put your feet on one. We're going to increase this a little bit. Are you ready now? All I'm going to do here, I want to get the lighting a little better so you can see my feet. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. I move this back. Hopefully that's a little better. Okay, so you're in here. What I want you to do, you're on one. I want you to go up on both toes. So you feel both toes. Now come down. Now push up with just the right toe. So if I turn it sideways, so you can understand I'm going up on both toes here. Then when I come down, I push just one toe and then down. So we're going to go both toes, down, left foot toe, down. You guys have that? Okay, here we go. Are you ready? You've probably been ready already. I'm just trying to teach. I want to make sure that everyone's doing it right. So find your balance, go up on your toes, come down, push the right knee forward and lift the right heel. Now go up on both toes, come down, push the left knee forward, keep the left toes on the board. Your heel will come up. So we're up, down, right, down. Both up, left, down. Now both up, try and keep that balance. So as you push your foot and you go up on both, when you come down on one, you've got to keep the same pressure on those toes to stay balanced. So we're up, down, right, down, both up, down, left, down. One more time each side. Up, down, right foot, both up. This is a great exercise for neuropathy to engage the feet and get the muscles going. Good. And just rock side to side. I can feel I'm beginning to sweat. It's a little colder here this morning. I think we're down in the 60s. When I woke up at around 4:30 this morning, it was down in the low 50s. So I'm, the temperature's dropping. It's great because you're sweating because of the work, not just because of the heat. Okay, we're going to go on to a different exercise. What I want you to do now, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 10-minute section we're going to go into. That's 10 minutes of non-stop work. Now, if you need to stop, get water, rest, take a break, come back to it, join in, raise the level or lower the level. Make sure you are your best coach. You've got to make sure that you feel your body and that you react to how you're feeling. There is no such thing as right or wrong here, except right is trying and stopping when you need, and wrong is doing something that you're not feeling is good for you, right? And don't push yourself. We can build that over time. Step back off of the board, get one drink of water. We go into a 10-minute section. Now, the way the 10-minute section is broken down, if we have 1 minute of walking, and then we got 1 minute of exercise. 1 minute of walking, 1 minute of exercise. And we will be changing angles on the board as well for the exercise. So remember, safety is always first. Take your time. If you want more time to join, don't rush and be unsafe. Make sure that you're adjusting. But this is going to be a really good workout. It's going to get your heart rate up. It's going to make you feel out of breath. It's going to challenge your balance, and it's also going to, again, strengthen the muscles. This is real life movement and balance training. Okay, we've got 20 seconds until we start. So the first exercise, and a lot of you will know this, is you're just going to step on one-on-one. You're going to be on one-on-one, and we're just going to walk. If you want to go fast or you want to go into a small run, you can as well. All right, so step up your feet on one-on-one. We've got 7 seconds, just rock side to side. Are you ready? And first minute goes. Just lift your feet and just walk. If you want to keep your feet a little smaller, you can point those toes. If I did it from the side with the toe point, you'll see I'm working the ankles. I'm getting my lower leg involved, the muscles on the front of the shin to push my toes down, tightening my calves. If you want to go a little faster, you can pick up the speed. Again, be proud of you. There is no, oh, you have to do it this way. We have to do it the right way. And it's weird because I just said there's no right or wrong. And I said the right way is your way. It's the best way for you. We want success. We want results. So don't get caught up in having to be like someone else. As we said at the beginning, The whole thing is every single one of you is inspirational. You have the power to be inspirational. Don't be like someone else. Be the best you. And at the same time, you'll be able to find those people that you didn't even know look up to you because of your character and your willingness to take the challenge. Okay, here we go. We're almost there. Good. Let's stop it now. What I want you to do here is go to 2 and 2 and just hold that balance. We've got 1 minute of balance hold. This is a lot harder than it seems because when you think you found it, you begin to lose it again. And so you have to react. See, balance is not about finding the middle. Finding the middle is about the strength of your skeletal structure and being in complete alignment. And we're always changing. There's always an influence that causes us to change. But balance is the ability to be slightly off balance and come back again really quick. So don't make the mistake that some people do make, where they think, if I can't hold the middle, I'm not balanced. You'll notice I'm constantly moving. And that's because as I begin to change, my body, or my brain actually, is saying, you need to adjust this, you need to adjust this, you need to adjust this. So I'm creating the opportunity to be balanced. Are you ready? Here we go. Back on 1 and 1. We're back into that little walk again. Now remember, if you need to take a break, take that break. If you need to stop or you need to slow down or you want to go faster, because some of you have been with me for a while and you may be a little more advanced, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. If you want to get better, allow your body to naturally increase its stamina and its ability to react. The muscles, just by doing the exercises, will begin to strengthen. Great job, keep it going. We've got less than 30 seconds on this one. Whew. The next exercise we're coming to, we're going to turn slightly. You're going to turn towards your left and put your right hand on the left pole. See, if you're able to listen to this while we're doing this, it means your brain is multitasking movement, pressure, and information. Okay, come to a standstill now. Turn towards your left, put your feet over the middle, right hand goes to the left pole, and just hold that balance for 1 minute. I'm going to try and feel that again. The reason I have it for 1 minute balance is I want you to have the opportunity to correct when you begin to change so we get reaction balance movement. You'll begin to feel the pressure points of your toes and your heels and how quickly you can adjust. The knees should be very slightly bent and you'll feel how your ankles are also engaged as well. Good, we've got 20 seconds left to go. Whew. I can feel how my reaction time is a little slow today. And here we go, 3 seconds. Good, and turn and face the front carefully. We're back into that walk. Here we go, good. I can already feel the sweat beginning to roll down my back now, so you know, see, doing the work is not about how much you sweat. Sweat comes naturally when you're doing the work. We don't have to try and say, I've got to sweat today. As long as your muscles are working, your core is nice and tight, your shoulders are pulled back so you're not hunched over here, but stand upright, pull those shoulders back. You're in a great position here to get better balance, better movement, stamina. Your posture would change. The confidence, which is what I remember with Bob Eubanks, how his confidence changed when he began to feel his body again, when he began to get excited about his future, that he wasn't on a downward spiral, he had actually reversed it. Good, now come and stop. What I want you to do, take your left foot to number 1, bring your right foot to number 1 on the left side. Now what I want you to do is step off of the board and step up. Step off of the board, step up. Step off of the board. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Off of the board. What we're working on this one is the ability for your right leg on this side to be in a slightly off flat position, and yet I can still push back. You'll feel as you push your big toe working. Good, come to here. Now step on 2 on the right, come to 1 on the left, step off the board. And here we go, bring your foot up to 3 and down. 3, and down. 3 and down. So we're just stepping up on that board and we're working that left leg, maybe stepping up a sidewalk, maybe going sideways up a hill, but we're working on the ability of the left leg to push. Good, come here, bring your feet back to 1 and 1. Here we go, this is the 4th minute now. There you go, good. Excellent. Keep it going. Whew. Hopefully you're really feeling this. Again, this is preparing you to be able to get out and live life. It's very hard when you're stuck inside. Now there's so many of you that are suffering not being able to go outside and exercise. And what will happen is so many people won't realize how much they've lost in stamina and cardio and strength while they've been stuck inside. Doing this will allow the adventure once those front doors open again. And some of you are already getting out, which is great. You want to have that stamina to be able to go. Good, I'm just slowing down a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, step off of the board to the back, take your right foot, step it in the middle, find your balance. Now step back, put your feet on 2 and 2, find your balance. Good, step back off of the board, put your left foot in the middle, now find your balance. Step back off of the board, put your feet on 2 and 2, find your balance. Step back off of the board, put your right foot in the middle, find your balance. You're not finding your balance, it doesn't matter, don't worry about it. Step back off of the board, your brain is beginning to feel, find your balance. Good, step back off of the board, put your left foot in the middle, find that balance on one leg. Step back off of the board, put your feet on 2 and 2, find your balance. Step back off of the board, put your left foot on the middle. I think we just did the right, left. This is the last one. Step back off of the board. Here we go. Step up on 1 and 1. This is our last set of exercises. So you got 1 minute of this and then 1 minute of exercise. And again, finding that balance, reacting, feeling what's happening. There is no failure. You cannot fail on these exercises as long as you continue to feel. If you don't hold the balance, it's okay. Don't get frustrated. Know that you're working towards a better reaction. You're working towards more feeling, awareness of your brain and your body connection. I know I say it all the time, but it's so true. So if you're off balance, I have days when I'm off balance. And so I love those days because I know that my brain is developing and working, because that day I was tired, I was dehydrated, I wasn't focused, I wasn't thinking, I hadn't slept well. There's so many things that can affect your balance. But by doing the work, you're increasing the strength of that body-brain connection. Good, and stop. What I want you to do now is turn towards your left. Take your right hand here, take your left leg back, take your right foot forward and just rock forward and backwards. We haven't worked on this today, just that feeling. Good, now come and find your balance in the middle. Good, keep that balance. Good, and come to the middle, bring your feet to the middle. Turn carefully to face the other way. Take your left hand, put it on the pole in front, take your right foot behind, make sure you check that your foot's on the board. Now rock forward and backwards. There you go, and come and find your balance. Keep those shoulders back, make sure you're upright. We're almost there. Good. Push forward on your left foot. Step off to the side with your right foot and grab yourself some water. Great job. That was a long set, a 10-minute non-stop set. Okay. Last exercise we're going to do today is I really want this to be a strengthener for your body. So, take your hands, place them on the poles, and just start moving those hands. Now, I want you to keep doing this the whole time. But at any point you feel unsafe, grab the poles. What we're doing is we're multitasking the brain, having the brain get the fingers working while we're strengthening the legs. Now put your legs about shoulder width or hip width apart. All I want you to do is just bend your knees, your butt goes out, and stand up. Bend your knees and stand up. Keep those fingers moving. Bend your knees, stand up. Bend your knees, stand up. Last one, bend your knees, stand up. Good. Now what I want you to do is stand on your left leg, push to the right, stand on your left leg, push to the right, stand on your left leg, push to the right. And again, grab the poles if you need to. Good, and bring your foot down. Now we're going to do the opposite side. Left foot to right knee. Now push to the side. Now come back and push to the side. Now come back, push to the side, come back and bring the foot to the ground. So again, shake those legs out. Again, hold on to the poles. But the great thing here is you're learning to be off balance one side and come back to the middle. If you can do it on one leg, you can do it on two legs. Okay, last exercise, which is a build on from this one. We're going to just put our knee on the ground. Are you ready? So take your right foot back, slide your hands down to the hooks, bend your knees, go only as far as you can, but if you can touch that back knee to the ground and then push yourself back up, use the poles to pull you, use your leg, front leg muscle, and use your toe or your feet on the back leg. Here we go again. Take your left leg back, slide your hands down, bend your knees. Now push off the toe on the back foot and push and pull with the handles. Let me just break that down. I want to explain it just a little better. Take a break just for a second. As I go back here and my foot is down, notice my right foot has the toe planted on the ground. That's my red shoe. The heel's off. As I go down here, as I push, we've got three points of strength. You've got your arms to pull. You've got your front leg to push you up. And don't think of going up backwards. Think of going up slightly forwards. But what people forget is this back foot is critical. My toes are tucked under. I can push forward and up as I engage. Hopefully that helps a little bit. So we're using all three pressure strength points. We're not focusing on just one muscle group. Here we go. Right foot goes back. I slide my hands down. My knee touches the ground and I push back up again. Let's change feet. It really is a quick, explosive motion within your own power. If you can only go to here, just stay here and stand up again. That's great because it's progression. Slide down. My knee touches. I come straight back up again. Let's go on to the other side. Right foot goes back. Slide my hands, bend my knees. The knee touches and I push back up again. Bring my feet together. Left leg, foot goes back, slide my hands, bend my knee touches, I push back up again. And there you have it. That's all we're going to do today because I want to build on that. And again, try it later on, try it in the evening, try it sometimes when you're walking past the board. Just step on it and just rock and then find your balance and then step off and go and do what you were going to do. Sometimes, and always safety, if the board is left out, I sometimes would just do this. I just walk over the board and I continue on to what I was doing because every change of balance brings more awareness and prepares you for the better. Okay, with that said, stand behind the board, roll your shoulders out and roll your shoulders forward. So the newsletter will be coming out probably tomorrow morning. Now lift your shoulders up and down. And I want to tell you about the newsletter. Okay, lift your right shoulder down, left shoulder down. Right shoulder down. I want you to know, I write the newsletter. I don't have somebody write it for me. I really engage, I really care, I really want to reach out to you and help you and get feedback. Good, pull your shoulders back, pull your shoulders forward. So it's back, forward. And keep the core nice and tight as you're doing that. Good, just a couple more. So obviously I don't write the inspiration of the week. When you guys send in your stories, good, rest now, shake your hands out. Those are really, whoever's story it is, it's their words. I don't change anything, it's their words. And so please send in your success stories. because it is about you. It is your inspiration. We talked today about inspiring other people, and that's an inspiration that I can't touch. Good. Okay, take your right foot, just roll the knee out. So, the exciting news, and you'll see it in the newsletter. Starting next Wednesday, that's Wednesday, September 9th, go change your feet. We're gonna start adding a Wednesday workout. So Wednesday, same time, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It will be uploaded to YouTube, but it's a new teacher. And I'm so excited about having a new instructor come in. It's Kathy Stevens. Kathy is amazing. Okay, from here, just lift your heels up, just kicking your butt. Kathy's been in the fitness industry for over 40 years. Some of you may have heard about the Reebok slide. She helped create the certification program for that. She is incredible. And I'm so lucky. I asked her if she'd come in and teach because we've been working together on creating the certification for 60 Up so we can get more trainers and people to help those that need help. Good. What I want you to do is just put your hand on your right leg, slide your knee down. Once you feel balanced, lift that knee up. Even if it's to here, feel that little stretch. If you can slide all the way and pull it back, use the board to help your balance. That's great. So the thing about Kathy, put your hand on your left knee, slide it down, lift. Kathy is an expert trainer. She's so revered and we're so lucky to have her. She's in her 60s and she's worked with so many people of all different levels. And so one of the reasons I wanted, take your right hand again, her to come in is there's different people that will connect with different trainers and enjoy and have a different variety, have a different teaching style. And she's an awesome lady. So I really ask, put your left hand on here, that you come in and support her starting next Wednesday in this private group, and come and welcome Kathy to the group, because a lot of you have been here longer than Kathy has, but she is a fantastic trainer. Okay, next one. Slide the hands down, move your feet back just a little bit, and slide your hands to the middle of the poles and just stretch. So keep your legs straight so you can feel the stretch down the back of the hamstring. I think it's also great to have a female as a teacher. I think they bring a whole different dynamic and understanding, and she's a wealth of knowledge. Good. Stand up, bring your feet close together. Just shake your legs. Here we go, one more time. Move your feet back, slide your hands down. Your legs are straight. Your back is going into this position. Again, try and feel like your weight's on your toes. If I put my weight back, I strain or stress the back of my knees. By moving my weight forward and bending forward, I feel it more in my hamstrings. Good, and come and stand back up. Shake those legs out. They are good. Last thing we want to do now is just take your hands up and let them drop. Take your hands up and let them drop. Just nice and relaxed. Up, let them drop. Up, let them drop. Good, and that's the end of today's workout. Very simple. As we grow this group, we're going to continue to add different exercises. You can see all the sweat that's going on down here. Again, we've gone very advanced. We've gone some intermediate level. There's always different workouts. We did an exercise today that we've never done before. So I'm always going to create something new. And by bringing Kathy in, she's going to bring new stuff to you as well. So always reach out. Tell us your problems. Tell us what's going on. Tell us your success. Because we love to hear success, because when you reach a level, we can raise the level. And it's so important that all of you continue to grow, to expand, to get excited. And that's the best word. Get excited about your progression. It's not about what you can't do. It's about the small steps of what you are doing, because they will lead to more. It's guaranteed. There's nothing that you don't work for smart, right? Not about forcing it, smart, that won't lead you to another level. And that's the beauty of the 60 Up. And just as important, it's the beauty of this group. You have so much energy. Now, I noticed one thing today. I had no messages coming through. I have no idea why there's no messages. I do see that there's a number of people watching. And so I've got to go back in. I hope it's not another glitch with Facebook. It's the first time we haven't been able to have messages. So I'm going to go back in and research that out, because I really enjoy hearing from you. But I want to wish you all the most amazing day. I will be back here on Thursday, 9 o'clock again, with a slightly more advanced workout. But remember, because it's more advanced, if this was tough for you today, don't not show up. Show up and we'll adapt it. Do what you can do, because it's only those people that are willing to get out of their comfort zone as far as challenging themselves, only to find out they could actually do it. Instead of fear, they become fantastic. So let's change that F word of fear into fantastic and be everything you were born to be. So thanks so much. Remember, not tomorrow, but the following Wednesday, Kathy Stevens is going to be here. You'll read about her in our newsletter coming out, and she truly is someone that I'm so excited to have come in and help you to have the success you're going for as well. We're all special. Take care. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will see you Thursday. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.